All right, everything. Boom, boom. Oh, hopefully it stays on. How's everybody doing today? Everything loaded up? Well, I got my summoner to 99, just doing random things offline, or I should out off stream. Then I stayed up longer than I probably should have, just because there were some fate parties out in the world. So I got a couple of levels on my monk. So today, I don't know if I've been invited to a 4th of July party at a family's house. Been with my parents. One's asleep. The other one's resting. So don't know if we're exactly going to go. So I'm going to stream until decision's made or something of that nature is done. So, yeah, there's that. I'm almost 80. I'm level 99. But I don't have access to... Not going to have access to the gear until I get to that point in the story. Kind of sucks. Oh, I gotta get everything loaded in. Drops are enabled on the channel. It takes about 6 hours to get there's 3 drops. Personally, the food that you get is pointless. It doesn't really do anything. The Aetherite tickets are okay because it allows you a free teleport, so I would use those for long teleports. And the Chocopur. So to me, drops aren't really all that great. Not, drops aren't that great, but a lot of people do like having all sorts of mounts. I like having mounts. I'm just not into the mount that they're releasing through drops. So making sure everything is up and running. I had a cramp last night, so now the back of my calf is sore. Got my coffee. Take my iron. And now I get angry. I get angry at the... Holy crap. This is why they do it. Oh, that came down some. I could use the damage boost. Some of these are not worth it. Not worth it. Prices, these prices are too ridiculous. Didn't jump. Well, it doesn't give me much of a boost. Doesn't give me much of a boost. Augmented Encounter of Lily. I really don't need this anymore. Yeah, it's only 9 item levels. You can literally ride all the augmented stuff for quite a while. I don't really need that anymore. Shit. Nothing is really sold. Nothing has sold. Great. What does this sell for? Yeah, I might be able to get something out of that. Yes. Hold. Whatever the timers. Custom deliveries are done. Coming enclave. 7K left. Map, daily allowance, deliveries. What the fuck? Oh, this is. I'm not gonna get shit. Not going to get shit. Crap is way too expensive. Of course, once I find something and I can do it, the price immediately stops dropping. Immediately starts dropping. Um. Just doing my some preliminary checks. Getting some things knocked out of the way. Oh shit, good. I will take it. PvP. Oh crap, it's the bad one. It's the they take the unproven route to try to get somewhere each. That's the one from last. That was in the fate party last night. Well, while I'm on, oh, I need to go pick up a Wondrous Tales. I need to go pick one of those. I need to pick that up when I get a chance. I think we've gotten 5 of the stones, 1 stolen. We got 2 more left to do. I still feel like I'm in the first half of the game, the first half of the story. I go the wrong way. I got a feeling I went the wrong way. I wanted to take the scenic route. I want to go the... I can't do anything now. And now we're going to take air dirigible. Started off with some PvP, get the PvP out of the way, so I can get the experience points for it. Yeah, y'all say all this stuff now about glory to us. But then you'll never pull through. Get back here. Oh, I guess since I simplified the job actions of other players, I can't see all the stuff that they're doing. That's probably why I'm taking all those magical, what I think is magical damage. So, you either turn it on and have all these effects over your screen and you can't see where anybody is, or you turn off some, or you limit the effects and you can't see what they're doing. Why did y'all back off? What the? Oh, man. Well, no sense throwing myself into the fire and losing my battle high and all that other wonderful stuff. Instead of attacking them right as they were coming out and pinching them between, they were gonna sit there and fall. I don't know. I don't know, folks. I don't know. Not a PvP expert, I'm just trying to go with what I see. Like I said, most people in these PvP matches just want to fight and they think they're going to win by just fighting. You got to do the objective. Do the objective. Do damage to the other group. Do the objective. Do damage to the other group. There are some times where we've killed the crap out of people, and I haven't seen a good point increase. But at the same time, you know, that could be because other people on the team dying. Because I think you lose 2 or 3 points for every person that gets killed, every person that gets defeated. Yellow's gonna win this one. That summoner should have been dead. Oh look, all the idiots that stayed behind are now dead. They didn't stick to the plan, now they're getting it. Instead of attacking yellow, blue is attacking us. was a horrible game. Personally, okay for me, because I didn't die a whole lot. Alright, here we go, folks. Next flight to Yacht'el will be leaving shortly. Passengers are asked to keep hands, legs, and luggage inside the dirigible at all times. Are we still sure that thing? Are we sure that thing will stay in the air all the way to Yacht'el? Ready, bags are packed or goodbye said. There's no going back once we lift off. Not that I'm nervous or anything. I'm just making sure you're not nervous. Oh, who am I kidding? My knees won't stop shaking. Hey, will you hold my hand until I settle my nerves? There she is. Third promise. Just wait a moment. There she is. Third promise. Just wait a moment. I'm blue and totally. Of course, of course. I'll wait as long as you need. Sorry to delay you, but we were able to discover the origin of Kryle's errand. That's so. Said before, it gained popularity and overall it's a protective ward for travelers, correct? Protect. That's right. We tracked down the elderly merchant to whom first sales are attributed. According to him, the design imitates an accessory worn by a foreign mage he met at market some 20 years ago. Little did he know that charming taste of salt would prove to be a perfect commercial triumph. Ugh. Foreign mage wearing this earring could only be grandfather. Did the merchant happen to mention which market? The one we're heading to. Of course. How convenient. One in Yacht'el. To where it seems you're already bound. Of course. The convenience of it. Well, look, then I shall seek my next clue once we arrive. Is it mere coincidence that brought my grandfather there? Or yet another discovery to look forward to? Thank you both for coming this way. Anything from the third promise, good luck with the rest of your ride. Thanks, I won't let you down. I just got aboard the dirigible and I'm good as there. Last call from passengers, get your asses on, stop talking. Stop holding up the balloon. I have to kick you off the boat, recharge you, and you're not getting a refund. I really hope she wins. Yacht'el will test her mettle without a doubt. The next Dawn servant must be willing to bear the full weight of this nation's history, no matter how heavy it may be.
The fierce chaparral hunters who laid claim to this land Call it the Azure Forest, Yaktel. Battered by meteors in ancient times and colored mesmerizing shades of blue and green by nature, it is easy to understand why the place is so named. It is here, where the Shebral and Mamulja once battled for dominance, that the right of succession would reach its climax.
Are you all right?
I've never been good with heights.
You're like solid
The vegetation
ground,
is far denser than in Kozamautka.
I suggest you pay more attention to the ground, unless you want to walk straight into a cenote.
Mexico. This is definitely
cenote.
designed after South America and Central America. Cenote caves.
Sinkholes filled with rain and groundwater. Many meteors fell here long ago, it is said, and after they struck the earth, it became susceptible to erosion. Deep as some of the pits are, you'll not climb out in a hurry should you take a tumble. So, don't take a tumble.
It was one time.
Is the Shebral community depicted in the Lay of Repast close by?
Aye. We need but follow the path a short way west.
Right. I can't stand here with my knees knocking forever. Let's get going.
And of course it's raining. Mobile landing pad. Thicker vegetation comes with reduced visibility. I advise you to keep someone in the sights at all times. Woo! I wonder who he's talking about. Oh. We're gonna do this. Not that way. Oh yeah, new area. Means slower movement. Southeast? I have a feeling I'm not going in the right direction. Taking the long way around. Water is great looking. Great scenery. The fuck? I feel like I'm driving under the speed limit. I need to start doing fates in the area. Ooh. Ooh. Good, everyone's accounted for. I think Brock's is up ahead. Let's be on our way. Cenote. Maryville was not exaggerating about the cenotes. It'd be a grueling ordeal to climb out of one. Well, thankfully we made it out here without incident. Let's not delay any further. Book Lamont's attention is divided between the why am I? Ready to head in? Oh yeah, I've been ready. I just got distracted by the podcast in the background. Our first task should be finding a lictor. Hopefully our relative tardiness will not reflect poorly upon us. Third promise and her with me, I presume? Presume right. I seek the Dawn Servant Elector. Hello. Hey, come and join us for the Garden of the Stars at this village center. Everyone is waiting for you. Oh, this is the everyone. Who might that be? There's only way to find out. Why are we even debating? It's either the other contestants or it's people welcoming home Wook Lamont.
At last, we are graced by the presence of the third promise.
Why do they have to sit here and wait for everybody to arrive?
If I'd known we'd be waiting on your mangy hide, I wouldn't have bothered with Ligarmanda in the first place.
You self-serving piece of weaver dung! Do you have any idea how many could have been hurt?
Now that we are assembled, let us begin.
Yeah, let's let's go past what he just did, you know.
My name is Hunmuruk. As a Brash Rash, I have the honor of serving as a lector on behalf of my people. As all 4 claimants must be present for this feat, we have eagerly awaited your
Oh, this one
arrival.
just happens to be everybody has to be present.
Third promise. If you would please join us.
Uh-oh.
Thus far, you have faced each other as rivals. The feat of repast, however, will test your cooperation. You must complete this challenge in teams of 2.
What? You expect us to work with one of these weaklings?
He should already be
You
disqualified.
won't. Only the triumphant team will receive keystones. I advise you to cooperate with your partner. Teams will be decided by lots. Those who draw the same color will be paired accordingly.
That's a deep pot for 4 stones.
Twelve forbid Lamati'y is paired with Bakul Jaja. After all he's put her through, I wouldn't blame her if she did something rash. I might even help.
Claimants, please present your colors. I have red. Blue.
Of course.
On separate teams, then. And the rest?
Red. Which means...
Together again, as fate would have it.
Gotta have the scions working
victory's as
together.
good as ours.
With our claimants thus paired, so too is their opposition.
Not the one-head.
Listen well, for the trial that awaits you is as follows. Each team is to prepare a sample of traditional Shebrol cuisine. Shibruk Pibil.
And now we must cook. Another ludicrous feat.
So it might seem, but there's bound to be deeper meaning to it.
Agreed. Given that the very future of our nation is at stake, all parts of this rite must have significance.
Our promises have grown rather promising, wouldn't you say?
Indeed. If I were to guess at the significance of the feat, few things reflect the history and development of a culture so clearly as its culinary traditions.
The variety of stewed dishes in Garlean cuisine bespeaks their agricultural roots and cold climes, true.
The peoples we've met on our journey, they've all had different practices involving food and drink. The Hanu replenish their magical energies with reeds, while the Pelu have turned their fondness of beverages into a living. So basically, to know a people's cuisine is to know something of their ways.
With each feat, we have deepened our familiarity with a given community's history and culture. Is this what Father intended for us all along? But a leader with his vision must see that the past doesn't hold the answers we need. It is through embracing innovation, not adhering to tradition, that we will usher Tuli Yolal onto a more prosperous future.
One step forward, one step back.
The rules are simple. The first team to prepare and partake of satisfactory Shibruk Bivil will be deemed victorious. You will be judged by your sample's taste and appearance, as well as your adherence to appropriate cooking techniques. Kitchens have been made available for your use. Note that you may be asked to retry should your dish fail to pass muster. Let the feat of repast begin.
I've never actually heard of Shibruk Bibil before. What's it like, I wonder?
We have a recipe. Need a recipe. Unfortunately, this feat's unique stipulations have frustrated Baku Judge as attempts to delay us. Serves him right. What he gets for endangering my people with his scheme. Why doesn't he just compete fairly? Plenty strong and obviously has a mind for strategy, just as though it may be. I'll never understand him. Putting aside our competition for the moment, allow me to express how glad I am for this opportunity to work together. See it, our team possesses a distinct advantage. Of course we do. Any team I'm on is bound to succeed. We have an advantage in numbers, yes. Competition has a team of 6. 2 Clement, Sergil, and Bakuja Jazlakis. Whereas we have a team of 9. That's 3 more people we can mobilize. Task suitably delegated, it should be a brisk affair to learn the recipe and assemble necessary ingredients. Too easy. Oh, we mustn't be overconfident, lest we make a careless mistake and could have been easily avoided. First order of business should be determining the recipe of Zbruk's papil. Hardly gather ingredients for a dish we know nothing about. Given the nature of this feat, asking for answers directly may prove less effective than simply observing daily habits to brawl people. Let's gather here once we have seen the clues the village has to offer. Go ask one of the people. Speaking of which, where the fuck am I? Fuck. Literally buy the stuff cheaper here. Now to cut our losses and head to Mamuk. This feat is nothing but a fool's errand. You're the fool if you think he won't tan our hides for leather if we dare to return. Not enough keystones. Besides, you didn't think you hit a house cat before. How good if it could be a second time? What are you looking at, salt liquor? Yeah, I had a salt lick before. Salt licks are pretty good. Some of them pretty good. Bright banana peel. I usually color banana peel has been neatly arranged on the ground. Appears to be. Oh no, it appears I've gone and dropped Mom Najula. Tika. Beautiful. I can barely see it for all the steam issuing from the underground of it. Ah, there's nothing like enjoying a tasty banana while you use the leaves for Drawn bike. Okay. Number of spices I'm entirely unfamiliar to you, Hard Distillate Basket. The recipe is a brook. I wish I could tell you, friend, a dish so delicious is meant to be shared. Alas, we are forbidden from divulging anything. Orders from the Hamuk Brook himself. Your mentioning it has given me a fierce craving. I hope it's still out of the mark. Riding through town. Sorry, I'm back. What did we discover about Zabruk Pabil? According to your prediction, the villagers are forbidden from educating us or directly. However, many were still preparing it as one might say a staple dish, and observation of the technique yielded clues enough. The lady blended local herbs and spices, was only too happy to describe the ones I didn't recognize, while neither confirming nor denying any relation to Zabruk. One in particular she attributed to the common Zerbal dishes. Achote she called. I see, then if Zabruk Pabil is indeed a dish of ambiguous then Alphanite claims, we have confirmed our first ingredient. Meanwhile, I did observe a cook burying bundles wrapped in the leaf of Najul or banana in certain localities, receiving the use of subterranean ovens as common. It's all the same. I think we all know what's inside those bundles. And don't you? I don't know. To be expected if it just calls the Brook ability. So to summarize, the dish is one of a Brook flavored with a combination of spices that includes achiote. It's steamed in the ground within najul or banana leaf. Given our assumptions are correct, we must now learn where and how to procure our ingredients. Typical cuisine, its ingredients would be close at hand, which is why I think create a nice scout of the surrounding forest. You explore the village. Between the local vegetation while the Brook, we should have everything we need in regards to meat and sport. Yeah. Leaves it to a master gleaner. For that, we should divvy up our task while some gather ingredients, others should make ready for the kitchen. I can help prepare the kitchen. Remember, does just as well. Our ovens would doubtless require firewood, and I have some experience in its gathering. I too should be glad to volunteer my. And the rest of us will gather ingredients. I can make quick work of spices and herbs myself. Happy to lead someone to suitable Brook if they will perform their requisite deed. Is it? As for the najul leaves, I believe I am capable of acquiring that much on my own. Be warned, you won't find a jewel. You won't find a jewel in these parts. They only grow in the Jatika heartland forest, far below these. Such an excursion may be time-consuming. Perhaps we ought to try bartering. This feat encourages our communication with the locals, after all. Lamati'y, I don't know. Will you accompany me on this errand? Of course. No better way to whet my appetite. Good. Let us be about our tasks then. Come on, let's go and get those najul leaves. The sooner we do, the sooner we can eat. Let's see where the najul leaves to be had in town. Perhaps the cooker Ranger mentioned might be persuaded to spare us a few. Hey, what's up? We're just driving through. Just scuffing up your roads. Okay. You need something? Najul leaves for purposes other than Zibrik Pabil, naturally. Unfortunately, I've just used up my last. You'll have to travel to the lower forest for more. The Lamati'y Grove is the source of the finest Najul leaves you'll find. Wild variants you sometimes see in the markets can't compare. I see. I'd hope to avoid such a lengthy adventure, but if there's no other way to obtain our ingredient, into the Jatika heartland we shall go. Allow me to save you the trip. Traveling there requires that you go through the Tabinek Traverse, but it has been caved in due to the recent storm, I expect. What? That means we can't get the Najul leaves. But we can, can't we? If there were no other way to produce them, you would have suspended the feat, or else altered its objective. Perhaps. Anyway, I apologize for the interruption, but having overheard your conversation, I felt compelled to chime in. Very kind of you. Any last minute advice you'd be willing to share? Only to undertake the feat of repast with an empty stomach. You may find Zabuk Probil to be a delicious but daunting dish to finish. I can wait. I can't wait. Still, there are no leaves here. I can't wait to travel for more. How are we supposed to gather our ingredients? These feats are meant to deepen our understanding of the peoples and cultures of Tulio. Perhaps there is something about Zabuk Probil that we'll let to learn. Something of significance other than its recipe. Ingredients. Perhaps there is something about Zabuk Probil that we'll have to learn. Something of significance other than its ingredients. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I see. Like who was the first to make it, its history, that sort of thing. If it's Yaktel's history you're interested in, you should start with the old war. Been the Zabrala Mamajal. These forests have borne witness to centuries of warfare, the evidence of which remains a scar upon the earth. You know, the end of the bloodshed is to know Zabuk Probil. What does Steam Zabuk have to do with bloodshed? Precisely the question we must answer. Vexing though such a detour may seem, I can think of no other way to approach this. In that case, you may wish to visit the site of settlement ruined by war, the village of Ilion Asso. It lies a short distance to the east. Oy. The village of Ilion Asso. Understood. Thank you for your help. No, thank you. Come, let's see this place. Oh. Fates. I need to do fates. Yeah. Need to do these fates so I can get the increased riding speed. Enhanced Bahamut. Alright, great, they've already started. That's what sucks when other people have already been through the area and all that. They're moving, they can move faster. They finish the fates before you even get there. Because you move so damn slow. Lord! Restores HP and the HP of party members nearby. While learning the trait Enhanced Summon Bahamut 2, it is possible to summon Solar Bahamut to fight at your side. Summoning grants you Ruby Arcanum, Topaz Arcanum. The trance will indicate Solar Bahamut's time remaining on the battlefield. During which Ruin 3 will be upgraded to Impulse. So you can either go each summon, the call for will tap into respective blah 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 blah, gem shine, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Ah, shit. Don't kill him before I get there. I can't use Lunar Bomb anyways right now. Because I'm level synced. I am doing increased damage. Oh, shared fates. Oh, great. It's in the direction I need to go. I can at the very least. Man, you travel so damn slow. Village of Ilianaso must be further east. Let us continue with haste. For all we know, our competitors may be in the hills. This is the village of Allianz Asso, or what's left of it. It was a place of light and life. The great grandfather called it home, in fact. Wokivu, I didn't know you were here in Takel. Oh, go. I was picking up lumber from Zrex when I heard the third promise was on our way to the site of deep historical significance. I immediately saw another opportunity to be of service and so followed it. Is he gonna start bowing and groveling? Wokivu is a shipwright who came to our aid during the Feat of Reeds. My pleasure. You are a member of the Third Promise's Ritsuine, I presume. For the moment, I suppose I am. My name is Koana. Koana, please make your acquaintance. Oh. Koana, now that's a good name. A familiar name for what I've heard. What second promise? Koana? As in the second promise of Tulialu? I think that I addressed the Dawn Servant's own son as some common retainer. Let's just respect enough. Here we go. Take up your gun and... Oh, come on. Not this again. Take no offense, so please do not dwell on it. Alright then, I shan't dwell on it. Oh my god. And right on cue, at least he's consistent. I understand you wish to learn about Zabruk Papil. While I'm forbidden by the Zabruk rocks to divulge any information regarding its preparation, I would be happy to share what I know of Yuktarel's history. We'd appreciate that. In the most basic sense, the conflict between the Zabral and Mamuja was one of land. Mamuja live in the lower forest where the thick canopy obscures the sun and the soil is unforgiving to crops. This drove them to covet the upper forest, the home of the Zabral, and they launched a determined campaign to seize it for themselves. Yet advantage ever favors higher ground, and the Zabral forces held the upper hand against the invaders, rebuffing them time and again. But as the state of this village would attest, the tide eventually turned. What brought it about? Something you know all too well, blessed siblings. You must understand, the Mumblejaw were once a people of much at war with themselves and with others. The Bujio, Bunwina, and the Dropo each sought to assert dominance over the others, even as they engaged in the Zabral in battle. In an effort to strengthen bonds and discourage infighting, Abugio and Bonwina leaders arranged a marriage between their children. However, this political measure altered the course of history in ways no one could ever imagine. It was long believed that partners of differing clans could not have children together. Then it happened. A child arrived who shared the blood of Hobigo and Moina, both a two-headed Mamuja. Blessed with tremendous physical strength and magical prowess, he grew into a mighty warrior before eventually arising as the first Utrak, ruler of 3 clans. Such qualities would dispose anyone to leadership. Character not. Under the Altorch rule, the newly united Mamuja became a force to be feared, and the war soon came to head. I think it's best to see the results firsthand. Let us visit another battlefield from that time, and there I shall continue the tale. More ingredients. Better pizza. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa Tualia. Papa Tural. Well, that wasn't much of a travel.
This is where most battles were fought between the Shabral and Mamulja, the Shobrit Cinderfield.
A field of cinders, indeed. How fierce their clashes must have been.
The war over these lands began after the Yoqui's departure some 500 years ago. And for 4 centuries thereafter, the two enemies repaid violence with violence, a constant stream of minor skirmishes punctuated by massive slaughter.
Until Father ended their endless conflict 80 years ago.
Accompanied by a retinue of only 6, the Dawn Servant opposed both armies and brought the fighting to a standstill.
First they sealed Vali Armanda at full strength, and now this.
It was during this armistice that both sides gathered for negotiations at the Dawn Servant's behest.
Of course. Someone's always watching. Close enough for my echo to pick you up.
For too long, you have been bound by your ancestors' violent legacy. It is past time you broke free of it.
Tell that to the Scale Scum! We fight to protect what is rightfully ours. If not for their greed, we'd be living in peace.
Puff your tails and scurry off, then! Cowards like you ill-deserve the bounty of this forest. Even should one of you succeed in vanquishing the other, your triumph will last only until a new invader arrives. Tell me, do you know of the vast continent that lies far to the east, where numerous nations vie for dominance? You do not. And why should you? Affairs beyond the salt we have no intention to cross are of no consequence to us. Not until those affairs come to Tural, like our honored visitor here.
He's from across the ocean.
I've been to the ocean before, and it's nothing but water farther than the eye can see. What sort of vessel could possibly reach its end? That such technology exists is indisputable. as is foreign powers' awareness of Tural. If any such country were to develop a taste for Turali soil and bring to bear the might of innovations we can only imagine, what do you suppose happens then? You do not know the warlords of the East, but you know that if they came, they would not settle for a single forest. By joining hands, we might create a unified front, an alliance capable of repelling them or any other foe. There is no greater proof of these than my companions and I. Alone we are weak, but together we triumphed over Valigarmanda.
What? You defeated the Sky Ruin? I'd take you for a liar if the sting of our own defeat wasn't still fresh.
Their coordination was indeed impressive. How the Pelu stymied our efforts to cripple the Yokui's legs and defend our ballistas. And when we withdrew to strike again from a distance, the Hanu called the winds to make our arrows miss their marks. In seeking to exploit their weaknesses, we only subjected ourselves to their strengths.
Those strengths are born of cooperation, the guiding principle of the nation we envision.
But our feud has lasted for centuries. How do you expect us to join hands now?
Ha ha! Give us an evening to convince you.
And so began that legendary banquet. One would not expect sworn enemies. But then, the Dawn Servant called for the exchange of traditional cuisine. So it was that the Mamulja partook of spiced meat, and the Chebral steamed Najul. Before long, delight manifested upon the faces of those present, each side impressed by the other's dish. Seeing this, the Dawn Servant laughed and declared once more. Their flavors, he said, would be even better combined, and he proceeded to help them prepare the new creation.
That's Shibruk Pibil, I'd wager.
It is a marriage of Chebral and Mamulja cultures, and proof of their newfound cooperation. The Dawn Servant had asked for a single evening, but the feasting is said to have lasted 3 days and 3 nights. So delicious was their repast. In the end, a peace accord was reached, and the Dawn Servant's words at that time still illuminate our way forward.
Ignorance begets a strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Sorry. It's just to think that he ended an age-old conflict with food. It's all so absurd. It's somehow so very papa, I couldn't help but laugh.
Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship.
Now then, I trust you understand the significance of Shibruk Bibil and the history it has written.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing the story with us. What's wrong?
Someone's behind that tree, but I will not say anything.
Someone was there, you say?
Being watched.
Perhaps our competition is cooking up some scheme or another.
Something bitter and half-baked, no doubt.
Papa really did live up to his words. He traveled the land and learned about our people's myriad culture. We're doing the same now. Wakamu has given us valuable insight into the origins of Zibrick. However, we're still no closer to procuring the necessary Nahua leaves unless. Tell me! Was this historic feast commemorated in some fashion with a monument or for instance? Indeed it was. Allow me to show you. Oh, you smart fucker, you. I want some more Lahi. Lahi! Nabuzine to Lala. Yagi. Here it is. Offered up by the two factions, these weapons symbolize their vow. They would never rise again. Raise arms. Raise arms. Defeat demands a journey through history. Not only logical that a monument like this might steer us true. Especially one at the heart of the significant on the battlefield. Lamati'y, Shana, would you help me search the area for clues? Tell me if anything catches your eye. Sure thing. Okay, the soil has been recently overturned. Oh, someone buried a box. Well then, I was been satisfied to find only a hint, but there are fresh nodule leaves. I knew Rook's doing, I'd wager there's poetry in hiding them on this battlefield, given that it's essential to war. We're being helped by the person, the feat giver. So he planned this from the start. Thank you again, Wokavu. We wouldn't have found these leaves without your help. It is my honor to render assistance. With the apologies of the present company, allow me to offer my encouragement as well, third promise. Ever since I witnessed your performance in the feeder reads, I have been certain you are the claimant most worthy of leading our nation. All devised solutions of the Hanuhanu's ailing crops. You alone sought to know their culture and revive Ilihana, even if it seemed unrelated to your task. My humble opinion, no one cares more about the people to all and what they hold dear. You again require the historical musings of an old shipwright. I am here ever at your service. For now, I take my leave. Can I argue with that? We have what we need. Let us return to Ukbra. Oh shit. I just managed to get over there. Oh, you go really slow in walk mode. That's some damage. Alright, at this point, a little bit of gel and the blue bicolor gems. That's enough payment. Actually, the gel you get from all the gel you get from the fates at least pays for some teleport costs. At least I got my 6 that I'm looking for. I think after I get back to town, I'm gonna take a quick break, use the restroom. I need to brush my teeth, I keep forgetting, and then I'm gonna grab another drink. Oh, I'll watch that video. I thought that was an old video. Jiff. Oh, and I gotta sit here and watch the fucking 30 seconds of... I ain't gonna get down there. But the important thing is that I got at least the increased movement speed. Zach Baggins exposed by Nick Groff. Did Zach cancel Paranormal? Oh, how this has changed. Not enough. I'll go back to Tuliol. Did... Oh! Ow! Bitch. Oh, levies of Tuliul. God damn it, I was at a damn 8th turret and I could have just teleported. Ah, shouldn't have. The Wing of Production's been keeping a beady eye on you. Okay, I don't like it. That's just unlocking the next pair. Have to go all the way. Okay, I gotta figure it. I'll look at that crap here shortly. Where's the... Let me... that? Oh, that's pretty cool. Of course, when I get here, prices crash like crazy. Either way, that helps cover costs. God, you think with the mini on there they would. Alright, I'm gonna go take a little bit of a break and clean up a little bit. I'll be back as soon as I can. Hopefully it shouldn't be long. Listening to music. Okay, I'm back. This is just to get to the next tier of fight, of hunt. I'm gonna just click through this. Is that okay? I'm gonna just click through this. Holy crap. I'm glad we were successful. The others should be back soon, I expect. I hope so. I'm famished. Where am I? How did everybody fare? We got the Najua leaves. Wookievu came along and helped us find them. Wookievu was here? I should have liked to say hello. Yes, he gave us an important history lesson. The gold Jaja brought an end to centuries of warfare surprises me little. But to achieve said peace through cuisine is something else entirely. Talking about the Latino culture of food bringing people together sort of thing. That's what this is like, an inspired of like Central America, like South Mexico, like the peninsula, Yucatan Peninsula, those regions, whatnot. You know, from what I'm saying. Leave it to my old man to find the oddest of solutions. But how about the rest of you? Is our kitchen ready? Everything should be in order. Ranger And I made another tour of the village and borrowed the cooking utensils we need, with no mention of what we needed them for, of course. Well, everybody knows what you're needing them for. I am pleased to report that we are stocked with the finest firewood this forest had to offer. Looking like a true expert. Mirabelle and I found a brook, so we should have meat. We have meat aplenty. It was a spirited creature, so much so that the hunter fell down a cenote trying to catch it. What part of never speak of this to anyone did you not understand? Man, Alizé gets thrown under the bus so many times. Well, they're quick to rat out her mistakes. I picked a good portion of local herbs with particular attention to the seeds that yield achiote. I'm told our resident astrologian divined the appropriate measurements for the seasoning as well. Oh, through further inquiry did I determine the ideal balance of spices. Then all that remains is to prepare the dish itself. I presume at least one among us is versed in the culinary arts. I can hardly claim profound skill, but I have cooked for myself. You can leave the rest to me. And you, I hope, as I recall, you are an accomplished culinarian, among other things. Ooh, my mouth is all watering already. Without further delay, then.
Oh, it smells so good.
Good, there is still time. I shall prepare our sample at once.
At first, I wasn't sure about being stuck with the one head. But better that than playing nanny to the mewling house cat.
Be quiet, Bakul Jaja. No one cares what you think.
Huh. Act tough all you like. Victory will be ours.
It's ready.
Tacos!
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our Shibruk Pibil.
Apologies for the wait. We submit to you our zipper qualification.
This looks amazing!
The dish is prepared by using the culinary techniques of the Mamulja to cook the spiced meats favored by the Jabral. It is a symbol of peace between their two peoples after centuries of war.
Both the ingredients and your methods appear to have been correct. Now then. In taste, texture, and aroma, you have recreated Shibruk Bibil admirably. Granted, anyone might well achieve similar results by following the recipe to the letter. But you went a step further. You sought to learn the cultural significance of the dish, about Yoktel's history of violence and your father's role in ending it. Your willingness to take lessons from the past befits aspiring Dawn servants. And for that, I commend you. All that remains is to partake of your creation. True understanding is gained only through experience.
Now this is something I'm definitely good at.
Ahem. I believe we have yet to receive our assessment. Ours is also a faithful example of Shibruk Pibil, as you will no doubt agree.
I see. While your effort looks the part, unlike the second and third promises dish, it lacks its defining aroma.
Preposterous! The meat was marinated in spice before being steamed in an earthen oven! This is Shibruk Pibil!
Oh? And what about the Jatika banana leaf?
Oh, they bought the cheap stuff.
It's because of you that we couldn't get any damn leaves! You can't fault us!
But the second and third promises had no such difficulty, did they? That which they needed, they acquired simply by showing interest in our history and heritage.
That's why they were buried where they were.
Duh, it's just some crusty old leaf. What difference could it make?
Your dish lacks an essential ingredient. As you have failed to demonstrate an adequate understanding of Shibruk Pibil, I must deem your performance unsatisfactory. Your team will not receive keystones.
This was stupid anyway.
his ambition only grows more intense. That someone could harbor such dark thoughts towards family.
What do I care for this sham of a feat? I can always take what I need later.
This is delicious! The brook is so tender it melts in your mouth, and the way the najou leaf rounds out these spices is sublime. This is the taste of harmony. Someone who only knows brute force and deception could never appreciate it.
Choke on your harmony.
Come, come. Finish your meal. That too is part of the feat.
You don't have to tell me twice. Ah, that was bliss. You've got real culinary talent. If you ever tire of adventuring, you can always be my personal chef.
No. It was palatable enough, I suppose.
Oh, God.
To you, who have successfully performed the feat of repast, I present these keystones.
Only 1 feet left.
And to recover your lost keystone?
Well, I should get going then. I'm glad that I wasn't paired with one of the others.
We can do better than that, surely.
The 6th keystone is ours. Thanks for all your help, everyone. I forgot something important. Was there any shipbrook people left? I could really use another helping.
Here, Shonette Crow, made more of those with the leftover ingredients. You'll love it. Thinking to buy more on the for the road myself. Now that the feat of repast is over, the villagers should be free to offer it to us, right? Take the taco! New wares are now available from the Zabral merchant in... What? The next feat awaits, and Alphina would have you on the road as soon as possible. Seeing as we now face the penultimate objective of the rite, it would be wise to try the Mamuk and undertake the feat of brotherhood without delay. Yes, yes, but impossible. The Tabanic Traverse, which connects the upper forest to the Jatika heartland, is still impassable. Is there no other route? I'm afraid not. Work to clear the path is underway, though, so I'm hopeful we can resume our journey soon. Now let us each use the time as we see fit. I, for one, would like to explore the villages surroundings. Fernville would oblige me with a tour. Very well, I have no other engagements. I will come with you, if only to prove that I am capable of keeping my footing. Then I shouldn't rejoice in our delay. It does afford me an opportunity to look into my grandfather's purported visit to Yaktal. Oh, that's right. My blue did say something about a foreign mage coming through here decades back, didn't she? I'll come with you. Want to join us? Let us reconvene here after our respected diversions. As I recall, the merchant met the grandfather at Mark Yaktel some 20 years ago. Any who might reliably remember must therefore be at least middle-aged. Let us inquire where we can. Oh, shit. That's true. I could always use a sack of nuts. Hunting nuts. Oh. well, let's try this out. Okay, so the Lux Solaris heals. That blows shit up, that blows shit up. Oh, excuse me. So Bahamut changes into Lux Bahamut. Oh, speaking of which. I'm just doing it for the sack of nuts and the money. What the hell? They make you travel a very long way. I'm just taking the quests right now that give me equipment. Okay, so Phoenix turns into Solar Bahamut, so you lose Phoenix? Or does it go? Well, if I get into a fight where I can actually use it. So do you lose Bahamut or do you lose Phoenix? Or is it just added to the rotation? Getting disconnected, or is it just not activating my teleport? I wish I got like a horn. A foreign mage 20 years ago? Yes, I remember him. It's not often we get visitors from across the salt, let alone travelers with infants. And baby girls, I recall. I only saw him passing, but if anyone were to know more, I'd wager it would be Hunmu Rook. He was already at Zabrock's Rockstep. Baby girl, it couldn't have been. Thank you, sir. That information is very helpful. Yeah. Hello again. Do you require assistance? Foreign mage passed through Ikbrox roughly 20 years ago, possibly carrying a young child. Do you remember him? Why do you ask me this? Who is this man to you? May have been my grandfather, and I wish to know what brought him here. Grandfather? Not by blood, but he is family nonetheless. Foreign mage did indeed visit Ikbrox Ostergala. The Gloof. So far as to identify his concern, I trust you are satisfied. More than that, however, I cannot say. Why not? I simply cannot. I beg your forgiveness and understanding. Very well, I will not press. Thank you for confirming his presence here. Rest I will discover myself. Out of more general curiosity, I have another question. They say the Hoktui once dwelled in these forests. What was that exactly? General curiosity indeed, but yes. Before they withdrew to Ukrapacha some 5 centuries ago, the Hoktui claimed Yaktal as their own. Many of their architectural remains can be found in the lower forest, the Jathaka Harlan. Then that's where we must have had their visions. Thank you. That answers much more. Much and more. I understand what it means for long for one's family, so believe when I say that. Though my possession forbids me from aiding you further, I wish nothing but success. By helping the third, promise find the Golden City. You will surely find the answers you question, because it's all tied together. On one grand adventure. Speaking of which, I have a query of my own of you. May I request a moment of your company? Another problem to solve. Go on, we'll wait for you. Thank you for obliging me. First, let us head to the cenote behind this village. I swear, if this motherfucker's trying to drown me, he has another thing coming. Now buy more tacos. Tacos. It was my intention to see you off without saying anything. Master Skrell's plea has softened my resolve. As the leader of our community, I am gladdened to see that the third promise has surrounded herself with such compassionate and trustworthy companions. Can you tell me of her journey thus far? If so, it seems the rite has been a source of great learning and growth for Lamati'y. It does me well to hear that. Because that's her father. Daughter would be about her age. Girls are rarely born amongst the Zabral, so when she arrived, the village was elated. Such joy I felt when I first held it. Pain when I held it. 3 years old, an accident, it was said, but I knew better. It had been pushed. We never caught them. A suspicious figure was seen fleeing towards the Jaktika heartland, towards Mamuk. Once bitter enemies, the Mamuja and the Brawl had learned to live in peace. But who could doubt the intent of such a reprehensible act, targeting the child who would one day lead her people? Criminals sought to undermine the future of Zabral. I was determined to not let them succeed, and so I left the memory of my daughter die, and I gave her into the care of one person I knew who could protect her. Dancer Magul Jaja. She was born to lead the brawl. Fate had a greater plan for Lamati'y. Only the darn servant and I know the truth. I must now take you into my confidence for one reason. The villain who attempted to murder my daughter was indeed of Mamuk, and rancor towards the Zabral still burns. I was caught off guard once. I will not suffer the same tragedy again. And so I ask you, not as the Dawntrail Selector, but as a father, watch over the third promise, defend her from her enemies that may be lurking in the ship. Can you do this for me? Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. Will you hear my question and answer me plainly? Address me as not a ruler of Tula, but a concerned father. Suffice to say, this conversation must remain between us. Free breathe, not a word of this city. Man, the crap that I hear. Of course, the Mamuja. Recalling the past has rendered me emotional. I require a moment to compose myself, but please do not keep the third promise waiting. While speaking with Lamati'y, the cutscene will play in sequence. Is recommended that you send Sebastian a time. Okay. Oh boy. And this is when someone comes into the room and it bugs me, and I can't pause it. It's alright. You don't have to say. More importantly, a time back traverse still isn't clear yet. Something about even more rock. No. Then I think I'll take the opportunity to rest. All that cooking preparing for has worn me out. Nap does sound tempting. Moment promise. You're one of Baku Jajajas. What do you want? Coming to fetch you. You're welcome to refuse, but know that it would be most unwise. Why is that? I'm sure your salted friend has an idea. What do you think? They say house cats don't come when they're called. Follow me, promise. Well, you ought to kidnap the father. Did they kidnap him?
What is the meaning of this? And just how far do you plan on taking us?
Of course. Why is this guy not been disqualified yet?
Bakul Jaja, you snake! If you want my keystone so badly, you deal with me and me alone. Leave the Elector out of this.
Is that all you think he is? Foolish kitty!
We'll probably end up having
This
a...
man is the reason we are here.
You'll probably have to bring in your stroller to break the barrier to the Golden City. What I think. This guy keeps stealing the stones.
Take a good look at him. Go on. Look. Surely you recognize your real father.
Don't believe us? Then ask your trusted sellsword. She heard it straight from the old man's mouth.
Is it true? Is Humuruk my... Your silence says it all.
Now that you understand the situation, let's see those keystones. I'll even let you fight for them. Just you and me. If that adventurer attempts to interfere, I'll kill the old man myself!
You despicable, heartless fiend! Kinsman or no, I won't stand for you taking hostages. Come on then. You wanna fight? I'll give you a fight.
Oh, such heroic caterwauling promise. I'm shaking. Guard our hostage well. We wouldn't want to attempt any thoughts of rescue. By the by, house cat, they've been instructed to put down Papa dearest when you lose. Hopefully he settled his affairs.
Don't worry. I'm not losing to the likes of him. Well, what are you waiting for, you blessed bastards? It's 2 against 1. Don't tell me you're scared.
I know I didn't hear you right. You dare call us cowards? I'll kill you, kill you, kill you all! Don't look away, son. I want you to watch as I tear your beloved promise to shreds!
Hey, eyes on me. The house cat, remember? I'll say it again. I'm not losing to the likes of you.
I'm gonna have to play as her.
I'm going to become Dawn's servant, and I will protect my people!
Yep. In battle, you will play as Lamati'y. Through skilled combat, Lamati'y will gain the resolve she needs to unleash powerful limit breaks. Not only do these attacks deal great damage, they will recover HP. Use them early and often to emerge victorious. Increase maximum HP, 20% restores the amount of Pico Voluanti delivers a ranged attack with potency 150, increase in enemy. Run of Ronique rushes towards the target, delivers an attack potency 150. Limit break. Executes the following actions in succession. These AoEs. Execute the following actions. Yeah, those are AoEs for weaker. Combo bonus restores own HP. Cure potency 250.
Come, you mangy house cat, so I can rip you to pieces. You to shreds!
My magic should be more than enough for Miss Mittens.
I'll make you eat dirt!
No more tricks, Bakul Jaja. We're settling this here and now.
Still playing the part of the brave warrior? no longer abusing me, brother.
This rite has taught me so much. About my nation, my people, and myself.
What? Can't keep up.
How do you like this? Here, kitty, 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 kitty.
Understand what it means to live in peace. To greet each day in safety and happiness.
Irritating pest! It's time we finish them, brother. This is the end for you, kitten!
Not enough to claim the title of Dawn Servant. I must carry on Papa's legacy, his love for our people.
Clear it up, son! Why won't you die?
My left hand's getting tired from constantly pressing this button.
Show you the true power of the blessed!
A quick time.
I will be the next Dawn Servant, and I'll protect my people's happiness to the last! That's when there's no way I'll ever lose to the light of you!
Oh, well, never mind.
What? But that was everything I had! I can't stand it anymore! Attack! This is our fight! Stay out of it! You bring shame upon us.
You think we care about your stupid pride? This is for Mamuk! We cannot lose!
Oh, the great Bakul Jaja needs help, I see. Send your whole army. You still won't win. I will prove that my allies are right to believe in me.
Such confidence! What changed? She wasn't like this before!
I reclaim what you stole.
No. How can this be? How could that puny house cat beat all of us?
You've caused nothing but trouble with your dirty tricks. Threatening the Hanuhanu, releasing Valyarmanda, harassing me is one thing, but you've endangered too many innocents. No more, Bakul Jaja. I will not stand for it. If you even think of tormenting my people again, you will answer to me.
I thought this guy was gonna be a trial. Or maybe it comes later.
No. No.
Now we learn his sad stories.
And he goes and forgets he had the way blocked.
What? That was his doing?
The only part left in the saga is the Lay of the Brotherhood in Mamuk. The plan was to force you here so we could take the rest of your keystones.
So that's what he was up to. But, should you be telling us this?
I don't like him either.
What does it matter? You've beaten us. It's over. We'll release the hostage.
Oh, that was weird.
I'm sorry. I was careless.
Are you all right? So what Bakul Jaja said about you and me...
But to single-handedly defeat Bakul Jaja, you truly are the Dawn Servant's daughter. It has been my honor to bear witness to your journey. Promise.
promise. Yes. That's what I am. I'm Kulul Jaja's daughter, and Tulihyolal's next dawn servant.
You just brush it aside.
Come on. Let's rejoin the others.
Come on, we need to acknowledge it. Gonna sit there and fester more. I guess now it's some unspoken agreement. Ooh. Seems we were last to return. I'm glad everyone made it back safe. Thank you for having faith in me. Keeping me out of the fight even when I got it dirty down the easy. But Bakul Jaja won't be the last person to threaten those I care about. I wanted to prove myself that I can stand up to such villains, even when I stand alone. Which isn't to say I won't ask you for help when I need it. Of course, I know better than that. Earlier in the second promises.
The passage to Mamuk remains blocked. For now, all we can do is try to rest and recover. Perhaps with a meal, as my sister would no doubt suggest. Shall we borrow the kitchens and prepare some Shibruk Bibil?
So thou hast taken a liking to the dish. As we learn to appreciate the unfamiliar, 'tis only natural that we develop new affinities. There is no shame in this.
But there is in ignorance. I had barely considered what the people of Tulihyollal hold dear. What hopes they harbor for the future. Our nation is built upon the bonds that Father forged during his journey across Tural. But so single-minded have I been in my advocacy of foreign innovations that I failed to understand my own people. Could someone who struggles to connect with the populace ever make a worthy dawn servant?
To understand and connect with people is by no means easy. But there is something you can do to pave the way. Let them see you for who you really are. What makes you laugh and cry and rage. That sort of honesty is the first step towards mutual understanding and connection.
Understanding begets fellowship, as my father said. And yet, what you suggest does not come naturally to me.
I, too, have found it difficult to speak from the heart. In thy struggles, I see mine own, painful in their familiarity. Yet frightening though it may feel, if we are to move forward, we must indeed take that first step. Dispense with pretense, and simply be.
Do you remember when you first approached us, and we asked you why you wanted to become Dawn Servant? You said you wished to use the knowledge you acquired in Sharlayan for your country, and in doing so repay your father for the opportunities he afforded you. What won me over was not your ambition, but your motivation. So let your people know this, and in time, they'll come to support you as we do. You can't hide behind that stoicism forever.
Very well, then. I will make a greater effort to be myself. Fine.
I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna go use the restroom and get some more water. Be right back. Listen to the soothing sounds of the forest. Alright. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to end it here for now. My dad feels like going to a July 4th party for a short bit to say hi and whatnot, so I'll probably be back later on this evening to do some more streaming. So I'm gonna go throw this stuff up on the auction house, and then I'm gonna call it a stream. I'll come back with 7.5 tonight. How about that? Because I need to finish getting ready. A barrel ring. That doesn't look like a ring. Maybe it is. I don't know. I need to get her. I need to get her some more equipment. She's not going to bring back quality items. What? What? No, she's not 80 yet. I don't think she's 80. I got a bunch of weapons. Oh, blacksmith. I'll break that down. Alright, so I will see you guys later. Hopefully I should be back tonight. I'm going to stream some more because I need to get farther in the story. So anyways, with that being said, y'all have a good 4th of July. I'm a Texan here. Yeah, thanks for lurking. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I will be back later. And y'all enjoy, for those of y'all out there, and enjoy